What's good, Nabil? You came literally just in time as I was going to start the stream. Yeah, no worries, bro, no worries. How you doing, though? You good? Playing with a controller. I find myself finding it a lot more enjoyable and a lot more immersive with a controller. That's what I've been doing recently. But I just can't, like... I can't... Like, I still need to have a lot more controller experience for it to come, like, second nature. So I think I'm going to go back to keyboard and mouse tomorrow for TSW5. Glad to hear you're doing well, bro. I'm good too. Why do I say maybe? Because I'm considering streaming tomorrow before the release. And I said I wasn't going to do any more streams. I said that tomorrow there's not going to be any streams until TSW5. But I don't know, I'm enjoying it. I get into these like moments where like I really want to play TSW and I really get into it. And I'm in that moment right now. I'm in that zone. So yeah, here we are, I guess. So just in case I do play it tomorrow before TSW5, I would have covered my ass because I've already lied saying that I'm not going to play TSW4 again. Did you watch the preview stream? Personally, I only caught like little bits of it. Like maybe the last 10 minutes and like a few minutes in the middle somewhere, like an hour and a half into the stream. Hey, hello Navi. I have these moments, but they're quickly over when I want to load in with a loading time of several minutes. Yikes. You know, my loading time isn't that bad, bro, and I've got like not as many mods as I used to have once upon a time, but quite a few. Hello Navi, how you doing, my man? Shame you're not on consoles. Early access at 4 tomorrow and 6 off. Yeah. Also, it's also a shame, Navi, that we can't preload the game, bro. So at 6 o'clock, I can't even get into the game at 6 o'clock. I then have to download the game, download the DLCs, and then play. But I'm going to see... to be fair, I don't even think I can just get the base game and play. I think I might have to wait for all the DLCs. So I might not even be able to play until like maybe 6:30, 7 p.m. By then, I hope some of the DLCs will be released the other way. Wink, wink. I don't watch preview streams. Fair enough. I don't blame you, bro. The advantage you have on PC is that the older DLCs can be used on PC. Wait, consoles won't be able to use their previous the older DLCs? Really? Why? That seems a bit strange. That's in the FAQ. Okay. Fair enough. So I guess we each have one advantage each. I think I would rather have access to the older DLCs so we can have layers with the new routes and not have preloads than have the ability to preload and not have older DLCs until 5 days later. Oh my god, that is bad. Hey, that was pretty smooth, the little immersion thing. For someone who doesn't play with a controller, that was pretty smooth. And anyway, more like 8 as everyone will be hitting the download servers. Oh. Yeah, you're not wrong about that, Navi. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully it's not too bad. Ultimately, we'll see, though. This is when I wish I had my my optical fiber, man. Get those DLCs downloaded in absolutely no time. Can we get that FAQ up for confirmation? I'm pretty sure Nabil will be able to provide a link. He's usually quick with that sort of thing. How you been, Navi, man? I'm pretty sure you've been creeping. Well, it's been a while since we've spoken, man. Thank you, Nabil. There's the link, Navi. Can I access my back catalogue of... For the first time, Steam players will have the opportunity to download their compatible content during early access. For all other platforms, please refer to the compatible content schedule. That itself is sus. Surely they could just say consoles will have access to the older DLC from the day of the full release. Surely they can just say that. I keep waiting for the buzzer to ring. I wonder if we have a controller hotkey for the guard's buzzer. I just changed all my DNS so I can get double click downloads or no ADS. No ads or slow downloads. Does it take a while to do that, Navi? Like, is it worth the time it takes? It's not anything I've done before. All right, Nebu, have a good night, my man. Get your rest. Thank you for your help and your presence today on the streams. It's a shame we couldn't convoy together earlier. It was still a pretty good stream, though. I really enjoyed it. Also, you know this lo-fi gets me copyrighted. It gets copyrighted. Not like I'd make money on the streams anyway, but if I did, I wouldn't be able to. You think so? A bit of lo-fi. And earlier on the stream earlier, it was barely like audible. You could barely hear it. YouTube do too much, man. Although to be fair, the other day they let me know that someone's been stealing my videos. And don't think it's any of my popular videos. It was two different channels that stole 2 of my city car driving videos from like years and years ago. Very, very strange. Like, I don't really... It was just strange because the quality was atrocious. And it's not like I recorded those videos in 4K anyway. I uploaded them all in 1080p. And yet their quality was absolutely atrocious. But anyway, they got like a few views and some comments, so I guess good for them. But I hate them with the takedown notice. It's just a strange thing to do, to go and download someone's gameplay videos and upload them as your own. It's really it's quite odd. It's not like they stole ideas or like they just straight up just downloaded my video and then re-uploaded it. Probably thought I would have noticed because of how old they are. And it's not even like they were big videos as well. I've got a city car driving video with like I've got a few over 10,000 views. They didn't touch those. You went for like just some random ones, seemingly random anyway. Maybe AI was at play. What was that in the distance? That looked like some ghost. It was like an orb. What did you think of the stream, Navi, the preview stream? Well, that Matt is a bit of a dick, but apart from that, it was pretty much like all the other TSW5 streams. Fair enough. Why is Matt a dick? Thought Matt was a pretty decent fellow. I didn't watch a stream, but I mean, talking in general. I feel like playing on controller shouldn't feel this different. Like, it really feels like a whole different experience. It just went over everything again, did a few German routes and did some of that morphing and trains on different lines. Morphing and trains, what do you mean? What, just changing from like train to train? Just the usual, basically. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, man. I'll probably be, I don't know. I don't know what my schedule is going to be like tomorrow's stream, man. Hey, hello, Dommy. You've crept in. TSW4 is going into the bin tomorrow, so I'm driving the ship. 4024. You know what? So I've been playing with this for a short little while. Hey, there he is. Thank you very much, Carda, for the raid. Welcome, Cardillians. How are you doing, Carda? The suspension improvements on this train are actually banging. I'm not going to lie. I always say this. I have a lot of negative things to say about TSW4, but the suspension improvements and the suspension improvements actually, but on this train they're done really, really well, really well. I haven't driven on all of the units that have had the improvements, but yeah, this has to be one of the best, man. As usual, the mouse operator is a bit erratic. Bloody hurt my eyes. I'm moving the mouse so quick. Yeah, fair enough. Thank you very much, Dave, for the follow. Appreciate your support. Thank you very much, Dave. The Cult of Card. I like that one too. How are you doing, Carda? Finally, the last day streaming. You know what, Carda? I'm considering maybe, possibly, streaming it tomorrow too. That's why I've got the maybe, I don't know, in the title. I was setting the bill earlier. I sometimes get in these moments where I really want to play TSW, and I'm feeling it right now. Not sure why, but I am. I'm also playing on a controller, which is not what I usually do, but I find it to be quite enjoyable and a little bit immersive, maybe because of the vibrations and stuff like that. I'm not going to hear it. I don't think we have the safety systems use the controller speaker on PC, but even if they did, I wouldn't be able to hear it with my headphones on. But that's pretty cool as well. I'm just going through the journey mode for Vorarlberg, trying to catch up. I've always been like a bit of a journey mode freak, and I've been really slacking in TSW4. I banged on TSW3, man. I went through hell on some of the routes to... I don't get this thing as well, to get through some of the journey modes on some routes. Maybe a goodbye TSW4 stream tomorrow afternoon. Maybe. I'm even considering, Carda, streaming TSW4 through the release of TSW5, and while it downloads in the background, I'm just in the TSW world. I might drive myself crazy, Carda. I don't know if it's a good idea. What's your status with TSW5, Carda? Have you made the purchase? Are you considering it? Are you still on the fence? How were the streams today, by the way? I saw your OMSI one way earlier in the day, briefly, and it really made me want to go back to OMSI. Every time I see you play a game, Carda, it makes me want to play it. Still on the fence. Completely understandable. But get the free one anyway on the 17th. Because it's free. And then if you want to buy the DLCs later on, then do that, you know. You made me reinstall OMSI with... Really? Interesting. It's so funny that it was the bus that made you install OMSI. It was almost like I made you want to play buses, but you wanted a more realistic and better experience. The bus needs some more work and love. It needs some more work and love. So much potential, man. So much potential. Just needs some love. And they've got plans, and it's continuously in development, but there's games that are in development by developers that have a passion for those games. And then there are games that are in development by developers that don't have that passion. And you can see the difference in the results, man. The correct decision. Nabil, you make me laugh, man. You make me laugh. You do this every time. You say you're going away and then you just pop back up with a comment. Find it hilarious. He did make the right decision though. Nabil's right. You did make the correct decision. Even I'll say that. I think the next time I play a bus game, it might be OMSI too. I told Nabil the other day I'm not going to do that again and put myself through it. But you know what? It's just a good game. It's just a good game. It's realistic. And I don't know, man. I have such a love-hate relationship with OMSI, honestly. Very slow in development, Carda, my friend. Very slow in development. Painfully slow. It's like Simrel, man. It's like Simrel. Simrel's the better overall game anyway, and the developers definitely have more of a passion for their game. But just as slow. Just as slow. Take care, Dommy. Hey, hello, Tim. Welcome, 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 my man. My hair's really starting to grow out now. I'm going to leave it for a while still. I'm going to look like a bit of a mess, keeping my my like kind of like facial hair in check, but I'm just going to be a monster on the top. You know what? Maybe I will play TSW5 with a controller. For some reason, I also find it easier to just talk to you guys as well. I don't know what it is. Maybe because I'm not like hunched over like the Grinch or something over my keyboard. I'm just kind of like kicking back, relaxing. My hands are relaxed. Delay is delaying. What delay, Tim? Is there a delay between something on my stream? Hey, Jason! How you doing, man? It's been a while. Welcome, my man. Alright, we're gonna have to stop at some point. If I stop earlier, it's alright. It's not the end of the world if you stop a little bit early. I want to drive the Vectron. Oh, you're on mobile. Alright, Nabil. Good night, bro. Understood, Tim. Understood, my man. Been a busy bee. How's Tricks? That's not something I've heard before. How's Tricks? Are you asking, like, how's things? Or is that, like, what's it called? Autocorrect? I've been good. Things have been well. Departing from GTA was a little bit sad. But TSW5 is around the corner, so I'm happy about that. Gonna get stuck in spending... it's a northern thing. Fair enough. Oh, you northerners and your terms. I do love it, really. But yeah. Looking forward to downloading everything, spending like an hour downloading everything. So I can't, 6 PM really isn't really the time we're gonna start playing. It's more like 7:30. That's a London say. Is it a London saying, Navi? Is it though? It's not what I've ever heard before. I'm 28. Lived it my whole fucking life. I've genuinely never heard it before. Why is it that I keep waiting for a guard's buzzer? The only other line I've been playing recently on here is the Antelope Valley line. Why do I keep expecting a guard buzzer every time the door closes? I've been playing for about an hour now, or an hour and a half, since before I even started streaming. And I've already been streaming for almost half an hour. And I'm still expecting to hear a buzzer every time those doors close. Is it from Chasing Classic and driving the Class 444? I mean, a few of the trains that I've driven on Chasing Classic have the buzzer. As an older generation saying, we used to say it all the time. Really? I've worked with like people much older than me. A lot. I never heard it. Are you sure it's not like an East London thing or like a West London or a North London specific thing? Maybe I've heard it and it's just like I never really processed it, you know? I am really liking the suspension improvements on this train. I'm a big fan. I don't remember the other train I've played that had it. Oh boy. It might have been... Oh, I don't know. I don't remember, but I'm pretty certain I've driven a train already with suspension improvements, and it didn't feel that good. Like, this was noticeably good. Like, it stood out to me. The train moves very naturally across the points. It's not too exaggerated. It's not too much. And it's not random as well. Like, it makes sense for the for like going over points and switches. Well, I'm East London, so I used to get asked it all the time by guys like West, South, and North. Fair enough. Then it was a general London thing then. Maybe I've just been sheltered. Needs to go outside a little bit more. Why is this pattern so like similar to what we have in our buses? Not all the buses either. There was a bus that I used to take to school, but I still see this type of pattern around. I wonder why we're still under restriction. I would have thought going past that green would have cleared it. Does the touchpad do anything? Oh, it's like a pause button. And also the map. Cool. Multifunctional. What cool thing could the touchpad be used for? I don't know. Can't think of anything that would make sense. I'm gonna read that in a second, Navi, once we come into Wolfert. House tricks usage became prevalent in the 1930s, especially among pimps. You know, also prostitutes and their employee house business was going, turning tricks. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. But the phrase was soon adopted by all the cool kids with their grease hair and leather jackets. Right, I see how it transitioned from one to the other. Fair enough. 1930s though, Jesus Christ, man, business must have been booming. Business must have actually been booming. No internet. I wonder if they had like sex magazines back then. Only a flying visit, super busy day, starting of meeting at 8%, other limit to 3, and then release at 4. Tomorrow's gonna be super long, yep. That sounds like a super long day. Make sure you get a good night's rest, Jason, man. You deserve it. And the suspension improvements, the suspension actually varies with speed. When you're going through points slower, there's more of a bounce to it. When you pick up speed and go over the points, there still is a bounce, but it's a lot less. If they can get it this right on all the locos, could be something great. Yeah, I think it was a 47. I think it was a 47 that I was driving on, and I barely even noticed that it was there. Navi, I didn't think it was a change that was necessary. I have a if it's not broken, don't fix it mentality, and I mean, I don't know, man. It's like the whole branding thing where, like, logos nowadays are very bland and boring and more businessy compared to how they used to be, more fun. I guess SES wanted to sort of fit in that bracket as well. I don't know. I'm indifferent. It's a bloody start screen. I don't know. I think it was unnecessary, but I'm not exactly like I don't have any problem with it. It just wasn't necessary, and I think maybe that time could have been used, that time, effort, and the resources could have been used elsewhere. You didn't like the last one either. Fair. Like I said, I don't think it was a bad change at all, just an unnecessary one. It's the same thing with the whole, like the main menu screen. I didn't really see a need to change that. I didn't really see a need to change that. Like, that was quite a big change. It was fine how it was. Would rather that time be used in update in London. Not London, sorry, the whole of the UK. Not like I play much on the vanilla map, but it would help. Because what they're doing with Germany is incredible. And it makes sense that they would, you know, upgrade Germany before the UK. But it would be nice to see the UK get some love. At the end of the day, though, as long as you have the game, doesn't matter what DLCs you get, what mods you get, you're going to cross Germany a lot. And especially the center of Germany, so their pattern makes sense. And as far as I understand it, that map has been the same since German Truck Sim, which was released way before the first... Was it released before the first Euro Truck? I'm not sure. It was definitely in that era, but I'm not sure if it came out before the first Euro Truck or no. I'd like to think it did come out first. I think it was German and Euro Truck Sim, and then Euro Truck Sim 1. And man, the jump from Euro Truck Sim 1 to Euro Truck Sim 2, and of course ETS 2 wasn't what it is. It wasn't what it is today back then, but it was still a massive leap over the first Euro Truck. It really does seem like there's no better way than going off your own engine. I can't see ETS2 being as good a game as it is right now, running on Unity or Unreal Engine. "18 Wheels of Steel" was a game. That one. And what was the one where you drove on ice? Heavy Haul? No. Heavy Haul is Train Sim World. There was an old 18 Wheels of Steel that involved driving over ice, and you'd hear like the ice crack underneath you. What a game, man. What a game. Because I'm pretty sure there were a few 18 Wheels of Steel games. I know there was Pedal to the Metal. That was one. Yeah, great series, man. Especially for that era, like there was nothing else like it, man. Nothing else like it. Like SES really have been in the game for a while, and the fact that they've been cooking from then is wild to me. But the 18 Wheels of Steel series, yeah, that was my first entry into truck simming. Also, what was that bus one? It wasn't by SES, I don't think, but there was a bus game. I've literally got it on Steam. I forgot the bloody name of it, but it was this very basic bus game. But it was so cool. You drove a load of different buses. You had to obviously drive a certain way. I remember it was being one of the few games that I could run on my laptop at the time. Bloody loved it, man. There was another sim that I was interested in. It was a it was a street cleaning sim, but like you drove around those little street cleaners, and yeah, I just remember really wanting it, really wanting it. There were a few Aerosoft used to come out with games, right, that were so close, but just there was always something missing. There was always something missing. And it's so ironic that they haven't grown from that. All the games they publish are very similar in that aspect. Jason, do you have any opinion on VR coming to Train Sim World? I don't mean the Train Sim World game, but just like hypothetically speaking. I was talking earlier in the Euro Truck stream, and I was saying how I think it's just a matter, because I was playing in virtual reality for like 80% of that stream, and I was saying I think it's just a matter of people. If more people just experienced it, I think there'd be a much louder cry for it. I've done about 4 scenarios, not 4 scenarios, but 4 runs, and there hasn't been a single drop of rain. Now, I don't want to jinx myself for the next run, but going by journey mode standards, that's pretty bloody good. Holy moly. You know what though, Navi, that sounds about right. That many games. Yeah, that seems about right, to be honest. So I definitely had Haul in. That was the one. That was the one. Either Haul in or American Long Haul, one of them. That was why I said heavy haul. But then I backtracked. I knew it was hauling something. Something haul. They have been, yeah, they have been. They really have been. What a company, man. What a company. I don't know if they ever had the opportunity to, but I'm very glad they never sold out. Man, what a list. So when did UK and German truck sim games come out? It must have been just after that. 2012. No, Euro Truck Simulator 2 released in 2012. Well, what about Euro Truck Simulator 1? I know it was ETS 2 that released in 2012. I think I've got like 2 hours, if that, game time on Euro Truck 1. I don't even remember how I got it. Might have been a bundle with ETS 2. Which, if it was a bit of an odd decision. ...2008. Really? So they released it in between the 18 Wheels of Steel series. They were going in. They were really trying. I'll give it to them, man. They kept going at it over and over and over and over again until they absolutely smashed it. Took them 10 years, but they got them, man. Over 10 years, actually, isn't it? No, 10 years, judging by... So, I don't know if... No, I think 18 Wheels of Steel was their first installment. I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't be surprised if ETS1 was playable on mobile nowadays. Hey, hello, Transport Legend. How you doing, my man? Hope you're feeling better than earlier. I wonder what trains that speed limit is reserved for, the 99 and the 93. That's been Varabog, not bad at all, just had about silent sounds. Yeah, maybe Ben, I had a bit of a downer earlier. Yeah, me too, Transport Legend. Me too, my man. Me too. I had an absolute crap start to the day. Well, I had a reason for that, though. But I do sometimes just don't feel great. It's normal. No. Freight wouldn't be allowed to go faster than passenger services. I think it's freight, but I'm not sure what other train runs on here. This is where some route knowledge would have come in handy. Yeah, I'm doing good, Transport Legend. I'm doing well. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, of course. Actually, having quite a bit of fun playing TSW with a controller. I know there's nothing we can do about the sounds on this train, but my god, I'm really liking the suspension improvements to this unit. Hey, Simon! Just looks so dark. Does it? Maybe it's because I haven't got the light on. I watched like the last little bit of the stream. I won't lie. I was occupied. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be good. Looking forward to the Flix train Vectron as well as of course the Deutschbahn. I honestly think that the DB Red Vectron looks the best, ironically. Like what should be the most boring color. I just really like it. At least there wasn't random flashes of light. Where did we get random flashes of light? The lack of those trains are why I can't be asked with these route. Is there a mod for PC users? For a mod for what exactly, Simon? I'm not sure how to change camera with a controller. A timetable mod for Varabo which uses a Taurus. No, not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. Even if there was, I wouldn't be able to run the journey mode stuff on it. Didn't they backport the Taurus onto this route though? That's what I thought. But this is like my 4th or 5th run in a row on here, and I haven't seen any. I've barely seen any other trains on the run other than the Talent. I haven't even seen like a Vectron or a 146 or anything. Honestly, I'm in love with the FOV on the ICT, so that's further back view than what we normally get, and it seems rather left to right. And up and down a lot, so it seems to have suspension. Nice. I think God mode helps with FOV anyway, but it's good to have that by default. There is also a cab camera fix mod. But then again, that's only for PC, so it'll be good for console users to have a decent view. Decent FOV out of the box. They backported it for about 4 freights. Really? Half-hearted as usual, man. Half-hearted as usual. Do you know how much SES is worth? Or SS? No idea, Navi. No idea, actually. I've never considered that. Do you know, or are you asking out of curiosity? 37.8 million. Nice. Good for them. Good for them. Honestly, good for them, man. Good for them. That's what you get. You work with your customers. You do what they want to see happen in your game. You'll get bloody rewarded for it. Here are Dovetail doing the opposite of what we want to see, and then charging extortionate prices to try and make up for the resources that they use, and it's not going to work. Give us stuff we actually want to see, and you'll see profits go through the roof. I feel as if Espan Vorarlberg is a very bleak route and overall is a kind of rubbish timetable with the scenery isn't bad. Yeah, scenery isn't bad. To be fair, this is the first sort of greyish route that I've done. The previous ones, one was in the dark and the other ones have been in decent weather, to be honest. I think they just subbed it on services already ran by the MRC Toros. As long as it's not realistic, Simon, I'm not impressed. If in reality it's only run by about 4 services, I'm actually not fussed. But if that's not the case and it should be seen a lot more often, then yeah, not great. 320 employees, that's a good ratio. I should take a leaf out of that book. I wish they would. I wish they would, Navi. 320 employees, you know what? They're making bank. They are making bank, as they should be. Although I'm not too impressed about the whole Russia DLC situation, but could be a great route by short timetable. I mean, that goes for so many of their routes, Simon. If they only backported the recent DLC and trains and stuff to older routes, man, we could see magic in so many other areas. Now, there is a frequent intercity / railjet service, but that's it. Usually, disappointing. It's like, unless Joe takes time out of his day and his personal life to work on something like that, we're just not going to see it. Unless there's something that they could add that would make them money, just like Cathcart Circle. Cathcart Circle would never have gotten a TOD4 upgrade and a timetable upgrade. Never. If not for the Loco DLCs. Or train DLCs, I'll say. They're not really Locos. Why am I not surprised to see you say that, Transport Legend? It would be awesome, though. It would be awesome. I'm interested in what they've got coming for Cardiff. Wales should have some decent scenery. And I'm still stuck on DMUs, plural, that they mentioned at one point. I don't remember exactly where, but I remember it really sticking out to me because of the plurality. It should never have got involved in politics, just push forward the DLC. But then being Czech, I guess that's a pick aside. Do you think so? I don't know what Czech had to do with all of it, but they should have just... Nah, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they could have got some repercussions that I'm unaware of. Actually, no, because they put out the whole statement. It was... Meh, it is what it is. If the Taurus City coach should have come with the original release, that was the biggest smoke TSW4. Really? Oh, that's even worse then. And Simon, it doesn't really look like they've learned much from that mistake, because here we are with the West Coast Main Line lacking so many services. It's just the same thing all over again, mate. For the Cardiff City network, will be 150s and probably won't even get 153s or 231. Interesting. Interesting. I actually have no idea what should have come with it, but I guess we've got the 150 already. It would be nice to get it retouched because, well, you know, it's not like there wasn't a whole uproar about it by the community. I expect we'll see that sooner or later. What? A Railjet DLC? Surprised it hasn't come out yet, to be honest. Oh, that's a cool screen over there on the left. Right, let's swap phones because this phone's on 5% battery. Can get Twitch up on this one. My preferred baby. We're back up to 202 followers. I appreciate you guys, man. It was kind of sucked going back down below 200. Tim, what is that even meant to be, mate? What is that code for? What are you trying to communicate to me? Cardiff seems to be in the current era, which means they can't use the 142. Put 150 plus something new. Really, I didn't pay attention to what area it was going to be in. It's like if the West Coast Mainland didn't have the Pendolino at all. That would be a crime. That would be a crime. How is it that we're getting something related to light baking for the West Coast Mainline first patch? How is that not... Yeah. Light baking, you know, like a process done very much in the development stage. Why are we getting a patch because it wasn't done well or wasn't done at all? Also the bog emojis, right? The map graphics had CSW logos also just current. Oh, okay, okay. I'm personally, I'm not fussed. I'm just happy that it's coming at all, you know. Not too fussed about the era. As long as it's not in 1985. Join us for a Steam adventure in Cardiff. Oh god, no. I'm looking forward to the Dutch route as well, of course. That should be good. Oh my god, what a voice crack. That should be good. I know a few people that you defend with that one, Transport Legend. Oh, what am I, 19? Yeah, I don't think 1985 is a bit too late for Steam, no? Maybe not for Steam tours. I forgot to check out Just Strays. Apparently they released some new photos, didn't they? I forgot who it was that mentioned it earlier. I actually quite like the joint sounds. Very clickety clackety. My favorite. Clips. Listen, Transport Legend, I don't think we'll ever get one worse than the time that, well, it's been clips. It's on my YouTube shorts. I don't remember what game I was playing. It was either TSW4 or Simro, I think. It was atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. I don't know what it is. When I'm talking normally, I very, very, very rarely voice crack. When I say normally, I mean when I'm having a discussion with someone not on stream. And then I start streaming and it all just goes to shit. I would have preferred Preston's Carlisle and Morecambe set modern day. Transport Legend, how do you know like all these routes and all the details? I guess obviously passion is one, and being from a particular location is another. But like the only time I could be specific is if it was like London Underground related. That's the only way I'd be specific about like a route. Yeah, you are a smart boy. Fair enough. Yeah, you are smart. Are the doors not locked? Have I not locked the doors already? Yeah, they were locked. Does it want me to do it this way? Oh, there we go. Really, Transport Legend? What's confusing about it? I know the map might be overwhelming at first glance, but it's actually pretty decent. I always like watch it because I don't like looking at people. So if I'm sitting on a train, I'm not gonna be on my phone where there's no internet. So I'll just look at the map and I'll kind of like study it. Not study it, but just I don't know, just look at it, I guess. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You know what? I'm gonna give Antelope Valley a try. Let me give S-Bahn a rest. I'm gonna give Antelope Valley line a try. I don't know why it's still giving me these messages. It's really odd. Also, this thing is working fine now. It was skipping things the other day on when I was playing in VR when I really didn't need it to be doing that. The new JT screenshots look great. First shot of the IC-87. Ooh! Ooh, I want to see that. I really want to see that now. That would be handy if somebody was to put them in the... or at least put a link in the Discord. I still haven't even done the first chapter. I actually got pretty close to the end of this route and then my game crashed. I was doing some VR silliness and crashed the game. Wrong time. Really wrong time for it. The fact that it hasn't like 953 isn't actually... Whoa. If you're going to call any line shit Transport Legend, it's not going to be the Victoria line, mate. I'm sorry, I can't allow Victoria line slander. It's the fastest route for one on the underground. I think. I'm pretty certain it is. Like it gets you from North London to South London very quickly. Very, very quickly. I did not mean to go into emergency. Just saw it, looks fire. Oh, the Hammersmith City line, yes. Wait, are you sure you're not talking about the Circle line? What's bad with the Hammersmith City line? It's slow, but it I don't know, just does the job really, innit? Circle line's confusing because it literally goes in a circle. Oh, I forgot about this one. I gotta wait for the other train to come. Might as well just sat here with the doors open. The Vic line rolling stock is pish. What do you dislike about it, Transport Legends? I mean, it's definitely not a you know, an S stock train. To be fair, it gets hot. It gets very hot on the Victoria line. That would be a fair complaint if that was an issue that you had. HNC and Circle always have long wait times. I guess it depends on the time of day. It depends on the time of day that you take them. Oh no, too close. Too close. And the Circle line, only good lines are Metropolitan Baker. What's good about the Bakerloo? What's good about the Bakerloo? I understand Metropolitan. Piccadilly I do like the Piccadilly line as well, although I wonder if that's biased because it was my second most local line. Bakerloo line's a piece of crap. I'm not gonna lie. I like the kind of oldness of the train itself, the 72 stock. But it's not a good train, really. No, you know what? No, sell it to me. Other than we have it in Train Sim World. Sell it to me. Where's God mode? There we go. Oh, it scared me. Prepare to move to North Korea. No, thank you. I like my freedom. It runs on half underground and half Oscars mainland south. I mean, okay. If it's about that, then yeah, fair enough. But if we're talking like the train itself, or it's like running times and stuff, don't see the appeal. It's one of the few surviving manually operated underground trains, which I guess is one thing to be grateful for. What are we waiting on? There's a train coming the other way. You can sit facing forward on Bakerloo line trains. You can, as you can on the Metropolitan line as well. We waited for, that was like what, 3 minutes waiting time IRL, 2 minutes, and that was at 4x speed. I kind of forgot about speeding up time when I was playing by myself the other day, and I just sat there waiting for like 10 minutes. I mean, yeah, like I said, you can sit forward on the Metropolitan line as well. I might be wrong about the Victoria line being the fastest. So I think the Metropolitan line gets up to like 60, I think. And I also think it's manually operated, whereas the Victoria line is it's an automatically operated train. That's the only reason it can go as fast as it can underground. Human beings are not to be trusted with that kind of power. What is the control to switch camera? To initiate shift is square, right? But it's a cycle internal cameras left on the D-pad, but that's not the case. That's not the case. Like, I'm doing it now. I've only gone and unlocked the doors. It saddens me that you can't on the overground. What? Sit facing forward? It's for efficiency purposes. There's more space on the train if they have the seats the way they do, so that you can maximize space. That's the only reason. Although, talking of the overgrounds, I wouldn't mind a little run. Hey, hello, Tim. Hello again. I thought, you know what? Been doing a lot of Roberg. Let's just shut up a little bit. The route was gorgeous. It's I don't know whether I should say underrated, because it's not that people like just don't know about the route, but there's a lot of negativity about this route. And I understand a lot of it. It's not for everyone. I'm happy to be someone who kind of just has fun with everything, really. I think getting the Met line would be good on Piccadilly, the new 2025 stock. You know what? I was watching Instagram Reels, and a train spotter in Germany actually caught the new Piccadilly line trains in transit. Like, what a find. What a find. Imagine just doing a train spotting duties in Germany, and you see new London Underground stock. Crazy stuff. Boring as hell. I mean, I'm assuming you're talking about this route. It's just what it is. It's just like LA to San Bernardino that's gonna come out tomorrow. It's just what it is, you know. I think sometimes we forget that. Like, this isn't a game meant to be like constantly exciting. Obviously, they try to pick out, you know, the better routes, but at the end of the day, there are just some routes that in reality aren't great. To be fair, this is more a route that has a purpose to serve. Alright, Transport Legends. Hopefully see you tomorrow for TSW5. Can't believe I'm saying that, actually. Maybe. Why maybe? Come along, man. It'll be a good stream. I might be... I don't know about because of my own game. Fair enough. That's a very valid reason. A very, very valid reason. I saw a load of Tyne and Ware and Mersey Rail trading in Switzerland. Why? Is that where they're manufactured? I saw a picture of an Egyptian train in the US, of all places. I forgot what the reason why it was explained. See you later, Transport Legend. Have a good night, man. Thank you for hanging around. The lo-fi in the background really goes with this route. Nice and steady through the scenery. Just jamming. Such a decrepit test. Ooh. Simon, it was you that moved to Germany, right? I had completely forgotten for a little while, but I'm pretty sure it was you. Made by Stadler. There you go then, yeah. As are the flirts. Switzerland, man. They're gonna be the flirts yet. Switzerland is so gorgeous. Cannot wait to go there at some point in my life. Hopefully soon. Did I finish my coffee? I guess I did. Searching for a ghost. Yeah, I mentioned I mistook Dan for being the one who went to Germany the other day. I forgot what the conversation was, but it completely threw me off that I couldn't remember for the life of me. Because I think we had just spoken about it like the day before as well. Also, this horn sequencer, Tim, as an American, you wouldn't happen to know why, like, if it's a bug or if it's just by design that the horn sequencer sometimes takes like 30 seconds or a minute to come on. I made a bug report for it when TSW4 first came out, and it's still the case. This route is like Red Dead 1. You know what? I've never played it, but I watched a ton of gameplay for it. I think I watched the whole story mode. And yeah, you're right, I see that. I actually see it. It's just chill, man. Single line. Single line running is never going to be fun or exciting. Like, the scenery has to be special for that to be the case. We're going to get quite a bit of single line running in the San Bernardino LA route tomorrow as well. Really, Tim? Why? That's an interesting take. Unusual. That's fair. That's fair. Why is there just that little patch? Or it's a bit of a crossing? I've only heard good things about it, Simon. I think I would need an emulator. It's not on PC officially, isn't it? It was only a PlayStation title, I believe. Though I could be wrong. But like, now that I've played Red Dead 2 and finished the story, would I get that, like, because, you know, like, for example, right, I was having this conversation with the missus yesterday, so I've never watched Lion King, and it's like, even if I watch it now, it's not gonna hit the way it should, the way it would have hit 20 odd years ago. So like, if I pick up Red Dead now, having finished Red Dead 2 being in 2024, would it hit the same? I am aware that it was one of the best games of its era. Arguably alongside, well, I guess it's a bit personal to me as a car person, but alongside Midnight Club LA. I'm saddened that there's no more Midnight Clubs. That needs a reboot. Because Test Drive... Do you know how, like... Obviously, you guys don't know too much of my gaming background. But for me not to be excited about... Like, I should prioritize Test Drive Solar Crown over TSW5. Because the amount of hours I put into Test Drive Unlimited 2, how good I was at it. It doesn't make sense that I have no excitement for Solar Crown. But man, I was one of the testers for it, the play testers. It was just that I started an NDA. I don't know if the NDA still stands. I doubt it does. And it's not like I'm showing you guys any a restricted gameplay. But I signed an NDA and everything, so it was like really early stuff. And like from then, even though it was that early, I don't know, man. I haven't played the demo. I don't need to play the demo. Just watching the gameplay and hearing what people that have played it are saying is kind of what I was expecting. I waited years and years and years for the reboot, and man, it's disappointing. It's a great story. Yeah, that much I'm aware of. Yeah, that much I'm aware of. What happened to the overlay? It wasn't updating, Tim. Like, you know, it's meant to have like the recent donations, bits, cheers, follows. It just wasn't updating. I don't know why. It was fine on Streamlabs OBS, but it just wasn't doing anything when I moved it over to OBS. I don't know why. And I got it to like update, but then it stopped. And also the things underneath the camera overlay didn't update at all. So yeah, it was a little bit weird, but... Hey, Holy Trucker. Didn't really watch it. I watched the last 10-15 minutes of it. That was it, mate. So... I'm of no opinion. I guess I'll find out for myself tomorrow evening, man. How did you find it, Holy Trucker? What did you like about the stream? What did you dislike about the stream? And obviously what they showed in the stream. You know, this was how I came back to streaming. It would be late night. It was my sister's bedroom at the time. I'd be chilling in my vest. I think it was around this season, chilling in my vest. I don't think I didn't have a light, and I would just be chilling, talking. I don't even know if I was doing a lot of talking. I had my little Razer headset at the time. Before then, I hadn't streamed in years. You ever watched it yet? Fair enough, Holy Trucker. It might be more or less what you're probably expecting from a route. I think we get a bit carried away sometimes with the whole, oh, it's a new TSW, so all the routes that are coming with it must be amazing. They're not. They're just new routes, like what would have been added to the previous iteration of the game. So if you align your expectations with a regular Route release. You'll get the core routes. I need to change my Twitch follower goal to 300. I might start actually putting the goal on screen. You gotta do high speed run on Trenton and DSL and your awesome experience. I'll definitely give it a go, Holy Trucker, on TSW5. I had fun the other day doing the ICE run on Munich Augsburg. You really feel the speed, and I assume it's a similar experience to VSLR. You really feel the speed in VR. It's an amazing experience. So that's why the Pendolino runs in VR should be insane. It should be really flipping good. I might take a nap before this stream tomorrow. I might need all the energy I can muster. Did you check out Just Train You? I haven't. I completely forgot, Holy Trucker. I completely forgot, man. I am itching for that route, by the way. Absolutely itching for that route. I cannot wait. I know it's going to be so good. Hey, there she is. Hello, Ali and... What would I call you guys? I don't know what I'd call you guys. What would I call followers of Ali? I was gonna say aliens, but then it's too close to aliens. I don't know, but hi. How is Autumn's day today in Los Santos? Chaotic as per usual. It's more stressful than chaotic, really, usually, ain't it? Your bitches, fair enough. Ali's bitches. The thing is, if they're not like regular on your streams, I don't know how they would take it. But you know what? Ali's bitches, yes. That I will stick to. That I will stick to. And if somebody complains, well, they can deal with that. You join us tonight for a very chill, relaxed drive through the Antelope Valley line. Does it actually? Oh my god, it does. I have to look really closely, but it does. I'm using my phone to look at chat, so I had to like really zoom in. Oh boy, hello. Hello? 16 FPS? Hello? That was odd. Oh, you're doing Supermarket Sim? What is that game actually like? I need to figure out what's going on here. Alright, GPU usage is only at 50%, so it's not just GPU. That was very odd. I was having a look at Supermarket Sim today on the Steam store. I figured it's one of those games where you won't understand it until you dive into it. Then it kind of all starts to make sense. I did have some funny performance behaviors the other day doing this route as well. So I was thinking at the time it may just be the shaders caching, but clearly not. And it's odd because this route literally takes place in the middle of nowhere half the time. So I've not played it in a while. Oh, nice. You've been missing big RP such a got on one. Oh. Listen, I wasn't lying when I said Daniel would be there. The thing is, how does Danny find out? Okay, let's just send me on Discord the information so it can be like an email, so that Danny can. Danny will be there. Danny will fly back. I'll come back to the city for that one. I don't know if I'll stream it, but yeah, Danny will be there. Danny will be there. Just give me the date. International invitation, right? I mean, I guess that would be done by email anyway, technically, right? So, there you go. Danny gave Autumn his word, man, that he wouldn't miss the wedding. Jesus Christ, how many lights? And it all had absolutely zero effect. I need to watch that. Big Jalen, you know. Let's go. It's been long overdue. It's been long overdue. Of course, Autumn drives poor Jalen crazy. And the fact that he's gotten down to 1D for her so shows just how insane he actually is. I respect it. I know he wasn't too happy yesterday. I don't know what I missed, but when I tuned in, he was a little bit stroppy. Does anyone here not own the Crew 2? It's only $2 on Steam. I mean, that's not a bad price, Holy Trucker, to be honest. It's just a matter of how long is it going to stay open before they close the servers. I put in a lot of hours. Crew 2 was my heartbreak because it was like my dream game. It was during that drought where we just didn't have any Test Drive Unlimited games, and I got into some really difficult financial times. Then I had to sell my PC. As I was like putting in so many hours into it, and I actually had the time to put in those hours. I was following all the weekly things that were going on, and then I felt like it was just ripped from my arms, man. Didn't have a gaming PC for years for a while as well. It was painful. All I had was a PS3 to my name for most of the COVID lockdown. It was at the beach. Jalen's heart is very much purple. I hope it was like a special spot, not just the usual baller spot. If it was at the push and spot, can't knock the hustle, man. He proposed and got straight back into it. Behind the RV, no way. Tell me it's a lie. Tell me it's a lie. It was knuckle dusters instead. Wait, was it the knuckle? Wait, was it? Did it take place yesterday? Because I saw that he gave Autumn knuckle dusters yesterday. Surely not, right? Oh my god, that was it. Wow. Wow. Fair. Fair. Wow. You lot better get that shit sorted out quickly because I want to go back to the city. I need an excuse. I need a bloody good excuse to get back into the city for a day. The thing is, I maybe should have kept Danny's phone on him and probably his car too, thinking about it, and probably some money. Because Danny's going to spawn at the airport. He's going to wake up at the airport with no phone to call anybody. No money to get like a cab or anything. Actually, to be fair, he's got a trap phone, but that's probably going to be trash by the time he comes back. Oh, you got a 1D later on. Okay. Respectable. Behind the RV is still very much on brand. I'm hungry. I might get cookies. I need to watch that, man. So it was yesterday's stream, right? Either Lidl or Aldi brand Maryland cookies. Nothing crazy. Not Subway cookies. Subway cookies are the best cookies in my opinion. Either Subway cookies or just one of them big ass overpriced US style cookies you get in some places. Can't go wrong with them. Ooh, triple chocolate chip. Just hearing that. I'm about to go and get up right now. I'm after this. Oh my god, did I turn on safety systems? Oh my god, I didn't. I had safety systems on off the whole time. I was thinking I haven't heard that funny alert alarm go off for a while. These little starter moments are really unnerving. Hello, Rob. I sprinkle chocolate zest onto the top. Chocolate zest? What's chocolate zest? Isn't zest like oranges or lemons or limes? There it is. That's the one. Are you talking about chocolate chips? Like the actual pieces of chocolates? I've never heard of chocolate zest, but I kind of like it. Chocolate zest. I really do like it. Man, when I used to work in Subway, getting the cookies straight out of the oven. Oh, I mean, everything at Subway when I worked there was heavenly, to be honest. That concept about chocolate bar zested. What do you mean by zested? Like, I get like lemon zest, onion zest. It's from like the peel, right? How do you zest chocolate? Is it like literally like sprinkles of it, or is there like a new concept to it that I don't know? Okay, if it's grated, yeah, grated. That was the next thing I was gonna go to. That I fuck with too. Okay, great. Okay, cool. Chocolate zest. I like that. Chocolate zest. I like that. That's my new one. That sounds good. I want to get cookies and I'm hungry, man. Honestly, once I get this stream bingo stuff going, I'm hungry is going to be there. But that's going to only be like worth like a point. I need to find something that I can have during the stream that will keep me full. Like a bottle of Heal. But they're so bloody expensive. Not quite sure what the break-in is like. I got a fair idea, I think. Overdone it a little bit, but I'd rather overdo it than underdo it, I guess. Okay, yeah, we really well, no, we kind of did overdo it, I guess, ultimately. Man, playing with the controller really does feel so fresh. And like I said previously, I feel like I can just do more talking. Right. As we load up, how are we arriving late? I've done nothing but stick to the speed limits. I won't even get an opportunity to get up and get my cookies. I also need to wee. But cookies are my priority. Let me go and get them. Okay, I've got all my cookies. I do more talking. I don't know. I don't know. I find maybe it's placebo, but I feel like I can talk. I feel like it's easier to talk because my hands. I'm not like when I'm using the keyboard. There's so many different things that I need doing. Like, and you know how I am with focus. You know how I am with focus. Isn't this like what the beauty people do? They put their hands behind. Oh, I didn't even get it in shot. Oh, my Nvidia broadcast is doing its thing, hiding everything but me. I appreciate that. Earn cookie. Do ambassadors for Dovetail get the game tonight to preview? I would guess so, but I don't know for sure. What new dippers? I don't do Subway like I used to. I never stopped talking. Ali, you know what, love? Honestly, it's something I actually really struggle with, and it's one of the main reasons I don't do much YouTube content. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm really not a good. Genuinely, I'm not a good talker, and that's why on stream, if I'm not like if I don't have chat talking to me and give me stuff to respond to, I'll just be quiet. I just don't know what to like. I don't know how to talk. However, let me begin. Once you've got me started. Once you get me started, though, that's when I kind of find it hard to now stop. I don't really have a middle ground. Oh, these are good. You guys want ASMR crunches? Whether you don't or not, I'm gonna give it. Whether you do or not, I'm gonna give it to you. Rob, that sounds good as hell. That actually sounds good as hell. One thing I used to hate working in Subway was the constant flow of new things. I hated that. I hated having to learn something. And then it would be more complicated than just the usual bloody normal sandwich. And he just knew everyone was going to be asking for it. Unless a woman asked about sandwiches and then dances. I watched that clip the other day. on your Insta, and I was like, oh my god. I cannot tell you how much that threw me off. I don't know if I had my face cam on or not then. But even if I did, you wouldn't have known the half of it. What I went through internally at that moment, I can't put into words. I genuinely can't put into words. It's the fact that I locked in to start talking about simple sandwiches, you know. And so, dancing seductively was the absolute last thing I expected at that moment in time. I don't think I've been caught more off guard than that very moment in time. I need to figure out how to limit myself, because so I can buy like a big can of Pringles, right? And I can just kind of eat it until the end. And I'm talking like after a meal. I like to have crisps after I have a meal. My usual thing, if I like I'm able to, is I have my meal and then something savory and then something sweet. But I can have like a whole thing of Pringles, like a large can of Pringles, and I don't know when to stop. And I kind of have to mentally stop myself and question whether I've actually full or not. And I have like a big packet of sweets, and I can just sort of go through them. And again, I don't know when to stop. I need to like ask myself, okay, do I think I've had enough? Like, am I just doing too much now? It's an interesting thing in my belly. It's one of my proudest moments. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how you thought of it, but yeah. The thing is, Ali, it wasn't just like, oh, like I found it so funny, which I did. It threw me like it's like it scrambled my brain. It genuinely scrambled my brain. I didn't know how to react or what to do at that moment in time. Because there've been times when I've been caught out and it's been funny and I laugh, right? Like when like on the last day when Holmes said, "Oh, are you gonna go and become a train driver?" That one was funny. It caught me off guard, but it was funny. That one scrambled my brain. Just could genuinely, legitimately scrambled my brain. Like Danny running off with his arms folded to the other side of the parking lot was a metaphor for the one brain cell that was finally operating at full capacity. Just completely ran off. and I'll watch it back, right? And it just comes flooding back, and I know exactly what happened to me at that moment. And like I said before, I can't put it into words. The best way I can put it is it scrambled my brain. And I think the fact that the sort of half an hour leading up to that was like quite chill. We were just sort of just driving around, chilling, having a chat. Kind of helped with that as well. I was just in that state of mind that was just very relaxed, chill. And yeah, well done to you, by the way. Honestly, well done to you. Like I said, I don't know how you thought of it, but fucking hell. What was the tow truck thing? Remind me. That one I don't remember. I do miss a tow truck. I think it was the last day I was talking about how I kind of just wanted to get into the tow truck and drive it around for a bit. And maybe actually do some tow jobs. But of course, there was a war. Oh, no, to be fair, I think the best way to hide in a war is driving a tow truck and just doing tow truck jobs without wearing any colours. I managed to pull that one off a few times. Oh my god. It's the fact that I was stuck on that lamppost like an you know what NPCs do when they get stuck? Like they start moving the wheel left and right. They try to back up. They try to go forward. I became a stuck NPC. And then Orm got on the wheel and just drove. And I think that was a brilliant metaphor for Danny, to be honest. Unfortunately, wasn't planned, but turned out to be great. A wonderful Danny moment. I really miss being in the city, man. I told this to Dee the other day. I was like, a lot of the times I won't be in the chat, but I'll be in either yours, his, or Jalen's streams, just chilling and watching, man. I could be there for an hour plus, literally just enjoying it. Like I watch you guys logging away. I don't even know what that arc. Oh my god. I don't even know what arc that was, but I was there for it. Are we gonna overshoot the station a little bit? Put her in emergency. Kind of embarrassing when I've had so much preparation time, but we move. You sneaky lurker. Honestly, it's just that I miss everything, man. What time of night is it? What ungodly hour is it? Oh, it's just gone midnight. These are good. I want to make a cup of tea now. Is tea caffeinated? I think it's a little bit caffeinated, isn't it? Oh, that was weird. I think there's something there that shouldn't have been in there. I love the fact it's pretty cold now. I have my window open. It keeps the room nice and cool. Tea has caffeine. Tea is more caffeinated than coffee? No, it isn't. Surely it just depends on what tea, right? But generally speaking, tea isn't more caffeinated than coffee, surely. Why the fuck do I put myself through drinking coffee then? Because unless it's coming out of a coffee maker, it's not great. Look how good 60 FPS looks. It just looks so great for a stream. I love it. I'm happy that I went back to it. It was a good choice. I might do a cheeky run on Blackpool to end it. I don't want to be on later for later than 1. The amount of caffeine in coffee and tea can vary widely depending on a lot of factors, but according to the Mayo Clinic, really, an 8-ounce cup, I don't know how much an 8-ounce cup is, of brewed coffee contains around 100 milligrams of caffeine. Wait, what the hell is a brewed coffee? Because how can it have more caffeine than an espresso? What's a brewed coffee? So tea has about... I didn't think tea had half the amount of caffeine. I thought it had a lot less. Preston to Blackpool North is only a 25-minute run in the 45. I mean, it depends on what I've got on my journey modes, to be honest, Holy Truck. I'm trying to bang through the journey modes. Coffee in a cafetiere is brewed. What does brewed mean? Are we talking the actual process of squashing the beans? Like the actual whole process? You know, there's like a whole like coffee fandom, and they get really into their coffee, like really into their coffee. And some of the cost of their equipment is crazy, but they have like certain kettles, and there's a certain way it's meant to be poured, and there's certain types of filters that you can and can't get. It's really an actual thing. I respect it. I'm into trains. Oh, so you go the full mile, Navi. That must taste good. That must taste real good. The closest I come to that is a coffee machine. I don't like journey mode because you find a cluster of night runs in them. Fair enough, Holy Shocker. I like them because it gives me some... It's like the closest I can come to a career mode. And I like being guided when I'm playing. When I'm left with like choice, I just don't know what to do with it really. $18 grams of beer. Oh, Navi, you're a coffee fanboy. You're a coffee fanboy, ain't ya? It's you. You're a coffee connoisseur. 18 grams. I forgot about the weight. The weight matters as well. Yeah. Listen, mate, sort me out of a bloody Nescafe pot. Let me put it in the machine and I'm good to go, honestly. Oh, God. Has karma come for me so soon? That's what I love about this game and timetable mods. So many short runs, even ridiculous 2-minute runs. Depends how you feel each day. That's, yeah, oh yeah, no complaints about the variety, Holy Trucker. No complaints about the variety, man. It's hard to argue that. Emergency. Come to the end of our run, so I don't really care. Not too fast. It's got the 5G towers. I don't find the 2-minute runs, though, to be much fun, Holy Trucker, in all honesty. I have never seen this car before in this game. I've never seen the Chrysalis either. This route sucks and going past too boring, too long, and the roads I'm many are gonna be more the same. Like I was saying to Tim earlier, Holy Trucker, not every route's gonna cater to everyone, you know. You know, there are routes that exist and oh my god, I'm level 605, and that's completely legit, you know, that is scary. There are routes that are just, you know, less fun than others, to put it nicely. And I think that's all right. That's like this isn't like a COD that needs to be exciting at every turn, you know. I know the devs try to make things interesting and spicy, but it's not that type of game, you know. Oh, we got an hour-long server. You know what time is it? It's 10 past. Let's go for it. A stranded pacer needs your assistance. You must rescue this service and help get the Southbound branch back up and running again as soon as possible. I can't stand American freight and I can't stand the Class 86 freight ones, but I love German freight. What is it about German freight that you love compared to the other two, Holy Trucker? Oh, crumbs. Literally, though. Welcome to Preston. You've been called upon to assist a pacer that has failed on its way to Blackpool South. Reports say the unit has run out of fuel. Derp. Climb aboard the indicated unit. You will be required to perform a cold start and then head towards St. Anne's Station. How do I sprint? Oh, R2. That's a weird button for a sprint. I've locked the bloody thing. How have I locked it while it's open? You love the 66, yeah. I'm not too. I really don't mind it, to be honest. Variety not stuck to the same train. Fair enough. Deadpool? Do you mean, Rob? If I'm honest, I don't see the fascination of this DLC. Some crappy trains on this route. Navi, without a doubt, it's the most realistic route. In terms of detail, both on the track and off the track, it's the route that's got the most love put into it. And I think that's what does it for a lot of people. It's just that there's clearly passion put into this. And as you know, we don't really get much of that. Hey! What's good, bro? How you doing? Ali's giving me the scoop on what I've been missing. Sounds like Danny's going to be due for that return very, very soon. I don't know how extra it's going to be with the stopping position. Okay. Oh, and beyond one late. Is it just lately though, bro? Is it just lately? I feel like Autumn's always on one. We love to see it. Why isn't the train moving? What did I do wrong? Should I have left that in like step 3? Oh. So I guess it's only you put it in emergency only when you're shutting down the train then. Whoa. As soon as Jaden and Autumn have their wedding date set, that's the date that Danny's going to make his comeback. It better not be on a Sunday. It better not be on a Sunday. Can't see this bloody signal. I'm also not sure how to get this thing up on a controller either. PlayStation 5 controller, Navi. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. I can get rid of the HUD completely on the if I press on the right side and hold down, it gets rid of the HUD, which is pretty cool. And the left side shows the timetable. Nice one. This game is awesome if you own a controller for like this. Oh yeah, Holy Trucker, definitely, man. I can testify to that. Definitely. Yes, indeed, Tim. Some baser action, my man. We're flying as well. Yeah, I know about that one, Navi. What I don't know is how to cycle through cameras, though. It's right stick, by the way, on PS5 controller. Left side's for the horn. Allow the vibration if you go over the points. Didn't go over too many points, if any, I think, on Antelope Valley line, so I forgot about that. Oh, you hold down R3. Right. Okay. There we go. Thank you. I've lost it. I've lost... Oh. Wait, what? Okay. I'll use my keyboard when in an emergency. The scenery's looking good. It does look good. It's the fact that it looks full. You know, it doesn't look half-baked. So it makes it an especially good experience in virtual reality as well. And if you look at the screenshots for their upcoming, the upcoming route, the scenery again just looks absolutely fantastic, man. It's just the general detail that sets it apart. The fact that you've got multiple liveries for the Pacer, for example, you just don't get that with Dovetail routes. You know, multiple liveries. You're having a laugh. They went the extra length to modify the other trains that were already existing in the game to make them more period accurate. I mean, just this orange trunking. How often do we see it on UK routes? It's prevalent everywhere in the UK as far as I'm aware, but you just don't see it, ever. your train sounding their horn as they're leaving stations. Rather than one single big thing, it's a large number of little things, but little things that matter. This train needs to be cleared to allow services to resume along the southbound branch. Please tell it to Preston so that it can't cause further disruption. Yes, sir. Oh. I thought we were talking about this unit. Am I sweet? Am I... Okay. I hope I'm doing this right. Why were the doors open? No one should be on this train. Jackson. I'll call you Jackson. This is the Preston to Blackpool, and Omskirk route. Blackpool branches. Hello, Ethan. You're new. You are very welcome to the channel, my man. No worries, Jackson. I work as a Canadian National Road Trail Engineer. Nice one. How is it, Ethan? How's the job? Did you order TSW5 already? Yes, indeed, Jackson. I've pre-ordered the deluxe edition, so I have access from 6 p.m. local time tomorrow. Although, as I was saying earlier, it's not really gonna be 6 p.m. because I'm gonna have to download the new stuff, download all the older DLCs that I've got, which might take maybe an hour. But as soon as everything's done, we're gonna be live. Cool, just turn into an engineer. What do you mean just turn into an engineer? Is that an instruction? Is that a demand? You playing console? No, I'm playing on PC but with a controller. I don't usually play with a controller, only when I'm playing in VR. But today I thought, let me give it a go. It's been a while since I picked it up for Train Sim World, and I'm having a lot of fun with it, man. It's nice having the controller feed back to you with all the vibrations and stuff like that. And I don't know whether it's placebo or not, but it just seems a little bit more immersive as well. Oh, you were a conductor for 2 years. Cool. You got plenty of experience then. That's really cool. You are right, Jack said. Yep, you are right. I only learned today that consoles can't do that. I wonder why, because it's really unfortunate, especially when you need the older DLCs for layers on West Coast Mainline, on Frankfurt to Fulda, and on San Bernardino as well. It's yeah, quite unfortunate that consoles won't be able to get the DLCs. This route, Ethan, is the Blackpool branches route. Preston to Blackpool and Omska. Arguably the best route in the game. You live in the UK, I'm guessing. Yep. London, born and raised. Perhaps I have to say I'm living in Frankfurt. Oh, nice. So my home route is there now. Nice, man. So how did you find the preview stream today? I missed it personally. But how did you find the route if you watched it? Man, you need so many pieces of DLC for all the content possible on that route. You're gonna have to spend a pretty penny. I was watching an IC Lokführer video yesterday, driving from Frankfurt, I think. Or was it Fulda or Frankfurt? One of them. I think it might have been Frankfurt to Fulda. I'm not too sure. Or was it Kassel to Fulda? I think it was Kassel to Fulda. With the ICE. I didn't get to watch the full thing, so I'm looking forward to finishing it hopefully soon. Can't wait for the San Bernardino. Is that the one that you're most looking forward to, Ethan? I'm assuming because it's close to home, isn't it? It should be a good route, man. I was playing some Antelope Valley line just before this. Pretty decent. It's a really chill route. Went perfectly well with the lo-fi in the background that you can't really hear with this loud bus at the moment. But there is some lo-fi going on in the background. Yeah, it's fine, I think. Not perfect, but I'm happy it's there. Although the Frankfurt station now in the game, I'm pretty sure there's some more coming from Frankfurt. You would hope so, Jackson. But you go to the UK side of things, and we've got Birmingham New Street, with nothing else other than the 323. We've got Manchester Piccadilly, with nothing other than the 323. What else do we have? We've got a couple big stations that just aren't utilized to their full potential, man. I would like to say that I'm hopeful that Dovetail are going to make the most out of Frankfurt. They did a pretty good job with Dresden, but I don't know, man. I wouldn't put my money on it at the moment. With the ICET, they just copied the sound of the ICE4 as you pass 40 kilometers an hour. Yeah, because they could only record the ICET up to 40 kilometers, so that makes sense. Even with a Pendolino for the West Coast Main Line, they could only record the idle sounds. They have no running sounds at all. Yeah, lots of UK content though. I mean, sure, it's their home country. Yeah, but it hasn't been greatly utilized. I mean, Edinburgh is only utilized recently with the 380, the 170. I seen a birthday month scripture. What is that? Well, it's my birthday month, Ethan. It was my birthday on the 1st of September, so it's there if anyone wants to drop a little donation or some bits or some cheers as a I don't know, as a little birthday gift, innit? Yeah, I don't know about that, man. If you release a new game, could do it, right? If I release a new game, Jackson? TSW5 isn't TSW5, TSW4, TSW3, and TSW2 after the Unreal Engine upgrade are all the same game. Like, what TSW5 is going to be, and all its new features that have come from TSW4 and TSW3 as well, it all could have been on TSW2. It's the same game. I love the Southampton high-speed route. Would love to see if it connected to maybe Brussels. So that would be a crazy route. That's more something you'd expect in Trace and Classic, though, where you've got some really, really long routes and connected routes as well. Southeastern High Speed is my second favorite route. With you know, I mean, you've got the 465, the 395, the 700, the 377, the 375, the 66, and all that, and like a million different bits of DLC. It's an amazing route, an amazing route. Right, yeah, of course they would. Yeah, they would have to change all of that. I mean, the thing is, Jackson, going, for example, to Unreal Engine 5 or anything above that is not what's going to make the game better. There's still so much potential, I believe, to be explored in Unreal Engine 4.26. So I'm glad that they've decided to stick to it for the meantime. And I hope they just try and make the game better and better, man. The story for so many years is that the game has so many. It's got so much potential. And Dovetail are doing an okay job. Pretty certain they could be doing so much better, though. Without a doubt. I think the simulation needs little details on matters a lot. Yeah, I mean, hey, that's what makes this route stand out, right? I was literally just saying not too long ago that the thing with this route is what makes it arguably the best route in the game. It's not that it's got one or two massive standout features, but it's little bits of detail here and there that all add up to make an incredible experience. And that's how TSW5 can excel in the long term, man. You look at something like a Euro Truck Sim 2. It's not one major thing that makes it so big. Of course, in driving trucks, that alone is calming and obviously the main aspects of the game, but it's the little details that keep adding and the improvements here and there that make the game what it is. Simro, the same thing. Although I do have my criticisms with that as well at the moment. I have played the BR101 Expert, but I'm staying away from it for a while until I study the manual a little bit, because every time I've played it, one, the scenarios are very buggy. Basically, all in all, it's not ready for release. The scenarios are very buggy. The training stuff has some things that need to be sorted out, and I need to spend some more time studying it so that when I drive it, I can work out, number one, how to calculate things like braking, weight, and all of that you got to put into the computer, and also how to sort out general faults. It would be amazing if there was an English translation available, but it wouldn't be realistic then. Yeah, definitely, it's up there, man. It's up there. Have you had any experience, Jackson, with the 101 Expert? Yeah, I like it pretty much, but you're right, some stuff needs to be fixed, but overall I love the concept, so I'd love to see more X-Men DLC. Definitely. Apparently there's one in the works. I don't remember where I heard that rumor. I think it was some point last week, but apparently they've got something else in the works. My thing is with this Expert logo though, Jackson, is that realistically, as a sim, right, train sim world, all of the trains should be to that standard. It doesn't make sense to, in a simulation game, to say we're going to bring in a more realistic experience, a more realistic train. You're then implying that in this sim of yours, everything else isn't realistic, or at least isn't as realistic as it can be. But then you think back to them saying that it took them a year to develop this one train, and you kind of start to see maybe we don't want only Expert locos, because otherwise we just wouldn't get anything at all. But regardless, I think the point still stands. Yeah, every DLC should be like that. Period. You look at OMSI, right, as a bus simulator from over 10 years ago now, coming up to 15 years. The buses are they all operate as per real life. Some of them, of course, more complicated than others, but that's what you get. You're playing a sim. Or you look at something like Zusi. Zusi 3, I think is the latest one. A complete sim. Graphics is definitely not the priority there. It's a sim. It's marketed as a sim. It's used as a sim, and it's a sim. So maybe the name that Train Sim World should have is Train Simcade World, because it's definitely more Simcade than anything else. In Germany, I have a game called there you go. And it's crazy realistic game. Even the DBs as a simulator for the drivers, but you see pretty good at their graphics up. Well, yeah, we were on the same wavelength. Yeah, the graphics are an atrocity, but the fact that you can get random faults, you know, like signaling errors, and it's a hell of a game, man. It's a hell of a game. And that's the thing with games though, isn't it, really? You look at OMSI 2, the same thing. Incredible physics and realism and incredible sounds, piss poor graphics. And it's such an old game as well. The engine is very, very outdated, barely runs on new hardware, and the two developers don't talk anymore, so we're never going to get a proper update. It's just a beauty. It's the beauty of the game, man. It is what it is. It's a game at the end of the day. Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. There is also, the argument, what if it was PC only? Would we have gone so far forwards in terms of development over what we have currently? And in, aiming to market the game so hard to consoles, again, it kind of backs up the whole gamey thing. Not that I've got massive complaints about that anyway at the end of the day. It's mostly what's kept the franchise going apparently, so can't complain. Although Train Sim Classic is PC only, that's been running for over a decade. So I do wonder if truly, if not for consoles, we wouldn't have TSW. I'm not too sure about that. Even though I'm playing console, I also think they should drop the low-gen platform the further. But yeah, I'm actually quite surprised they're continuing to support Gen 8 with TSW5. It's one way or another, it's holding back development, because after making a wonderful timetable and everything, now they got to start working out, okay, how do we now make this suitable for Gen 8? And I respect it. If I was a Gen 8 user, I'd be ever so grateful. But at some point, it's got to go, man. Imagine if developers were still catering for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. How slow would general development be? At some point, you have to say goodnight, man. Good night and goodbye. And then we've got to really focus on pushing these Gen 9 consoles and PC further than we ever have before. But they now made a feature where you can choose your own layers for the root so your platform doesn't explode. I like that. I do like that as a feature. Yeah, that's a brilliant feature, because the thing is with PCs, right? There are so many different varieties and variants of PC. It's like you might have a PC that could perform worse than Gen 8. You can't rely on giving it on a Gen 9 timetable. It will kill it. So yeah, I'm happy to see that option. I think that's the best way to do things, rather than forcing one thing or another upon us. Give us the flexibility, so even if we end up killing our systems, it's on us. Talking of PCs exploding, let's hope ours doesn't when we come into Preston. I think San Bernardino is also rooting for a place up in the best routes they're out there. The US Content program say they did a good job. I actually haven't seen it, but I heard that the track shadows that they said that they got rid of were there in the preview. Now, I didn't watch it, but if that is the case, that's pretty disappointing. But I think it's going to be a spicy Antelope Valley line, which I'm not against that, to be honest. It's not going to be that lively, exciting route. It's going to definitely have its own vibe. But I fuck with that. I like that. Yeah, they were there on San Bernardino, but because it was a barn, it went perfectly. Oh, they went mostly for scenery. I'm actually not sure what to expect of the series. I haven't really done my research, to be honest, on the scenery around that route. I guess I'm going to find that for myself tomorrow, eh? If we do get time to play it. We've dropped down to 30 FPS here. Wow. .98% GPU, so the GPU is trying its absolute hardest here. At least the stream surviving better than 18 FPS that we used to get. If I was playing at 4K, oh boy. Managed to clear the line in time for the next service. A fitter is currently en route to attend the failed unit. I think that's going to be it. That's going to be it for the stream as well. Set the reverser 2 off. Master key 2 off. It's so hard to... There you go. I much prefer a mouse, using my mouse for those little things. Disembark. Let's go. You know what? Get the doors open, mate. Whoops. We're heading this way? We are heading this way. Should be platinum. Gold? Really? Why not platinum? Alright, let's head to the main menu. And that's going to be it, man. I actually don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow before TSW5. It's possible. I don't know. I'm planning on the TSW5 being a pretty long stream. So I'm wondering if I'll just spend the day just chilling, kind of preserving my energy. Maybe having dinner as well before the download starts. Yeah, I'm not sure when I'll go live. I'm not sure when I'm gonna go live, simply because can I have to download everything. So it really sucks that we don't have preload on Steam. But hey, like I said earlier, we're gonna have access to the older DLC, so I'd rather that trade off. But yeah, thank you very much, guys, for coming along. It's been a pleasure streaming this completely unplanned and unscheduled Train Sim mod stream. But I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it. 244 gigabytes. Wow. You must have a ton of DLC then as well. But wait, but the DLCs aren't part. So what's 244 gigabytes? Surely 244 gigabytes isn't just a base game plus the 3 routes, right? Surely. That's crazy. I get... better clear some space then. But yeah, it has been a pleasure. I'll be back tomorrow at some point. Exclamation mark Discord. Ooh, I shaved really well. Exclamation mark Discord. For the Discord link, you are all welcome to join the Discord. That's where I post some announcements as well. Keep an eye on general. We've got chats. We've got channels for all our games. TSW, TSC, ETS, ATS, GTA that we never play there anymore at the moment. Roblox. Everything's there. Okay, 60 gig. Okay, that's a bit more. Yeah, that makes a bit more sense. That makes a bit more sense. But yeah, thank you very much, Ethan, Jackson, Ali. Oh yeah, you guys were in the chat. Transport Legend was in the chat earlier. Thank you for everyone else, whether you've taken part, whether you just kicked back and enjoyed yourself. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the follows, for the subscribers. Yeah, thank you for the subscribers, subscriptions. Same thing, tomato. It all adds up. So thank you very much. I bid you a lovely rest of your day. Thank you very much for being here with me, spending your part of your day with me. I appreciate your time. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. And until the next one, have a lovely rest of your day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Stay safe, please. Health is wealth. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care. Peace out.